Hey everyone, Barbara Zenda here from Better Together Coaching. Today we're talking about joy and being intentional about finding it every single day. If you have a focus on something, it expands, right? And so I chose a word of the year for 2025 and I chose joy. And writing it down every single day helps me to keep it top of mind. And when I'm writing it down and bringing it to the front of my mind, it's really helped me this year to take time to find beauty and hope and even forbearance, right? Like giving me a mindset of intentionality. Just, you know what? Is this bringing me joy? If it's not bringing me joy, what do I need to change? How can I bring joy into my day, into my future? So it's helped me a lot this year being intentional about finding joy. I wonder if you have a word of the year. If you do, drop it in comments. I'd love to hear it. But today I want to talk about staying rooted and why the most important growth often happens where no one can see it. So I'm staying rooted in joy. What are you staying rooted in? Here's a story. This is a great story I found called The Bamboo Farmer. So listen to this. In China, there's a type of bamboo that takes 5 full years before it breaks through the soil. And for those 5 years, the farmer waters it, he pulls the weeds, he cares for the soil without seeing a single sprout. And then in the 5th year, it can grow up to 90 feet high in just 6 weeks. From nothing to 90 feet high, but it took 5 years to get there. Could you water that plant for 5 years without seeing any growth? That's the part that is really, really hard. I'm going to tell you scripturally and scientifically why this is, but think about this. The bamboo wasn't doing nothing for those 5 years. It was developing a strong root system to support what was about to happen. Some of us are in that same season where we're growing the roots before we see the fruit. It doesn't happen overnight. So here's some scripture. I love John 15:5, and it says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. So the point of that, or how I interpret that, is staying connected to Christ is the only way to produce lasting fruit. And when I have rhythms in my life of staying rooted in that and prayer and bringing in intentionally God into the conversation, into the center of what I'm doing, I've experienced so much joy. Another piece of scripture is Isaiah 61:3. To bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. They will be called oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of his splendor. God plants us like strong oats, and when we're rooted, unshakable, and displaying his glory, that's where he wants us to be. So what does science say about it? I talk often about neuroplasticity, and I talk about it because the way that our brains are forming new neural pathways matters a lot. And repeatedly saying joy, writing joy, thinking joy is creating some healthy neural pathways in my brain. Your daily watering of, what are your rhythms? Are you praying? Are you reading? Are you practicing gratitude in the word, reading scripture? Or I listen to a lot of podcasts about coaching and, why we do what we do. And it literally reshapes your brain for joy and resilience. So neuroplasticity. The second one, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to share it with you. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. So psychologists discovered that our brains hold on to incomplete tasks, keeping them active in our minds. Consistent small steps, even if unfinished, keep your growth process alive and moving forward. I think about a computer and all those tabs that we have open by the end of the day or after, switching between a lot of tasks. Your brain can collect tasks too. And when you have all those windows or tasks open, you're not functioning in a coherent manner. So here's some encouragements for the week, okay? 1, your unseen growth matters. God is doing a work in you even if others can't see it yet. Secondly, stay anchored in joy Let your joy come from Him, not from shifting circumstances. Circumstances are going to move all around, but if you stay grounded intentionally in joy, it's a great place to be. And then third, trust God's timing. He knows the exact moment to bring your breakthrough into view. Sometimes it's right around the corner. And honestly, when it's so close to finally coming to fruition, sometimes you're in the hardest moment and you're maybe even about to give up. Don't give up. Keep going. That breakthrough is coming. So a challenge. I have a challenge to choose one habit this week that you will water your roots. Is it prayer? Is it gratitude? Connecting with community? Studying the word? Seeking guidance? Asking for help? Connecting with others? Commit to it daily, whatever that habit is this week. And I encourage you to just stay rooted, stay faithful, and trust that your season of visible growth is coming. You're growing deeper than you know, and your life will bear much fruit in His perfect time. So keep going, stay encouraged, have a wonderful week, and remember, we're so much better together.